Okay, you are hot on audio. You're hot on audio.
Okay, welcome to the ballpark, Mustangs fans. We've got a special night tonight. It's senior night for the Mustangs. All those parents that have taken their sons to the practices, games, everything in between for the last 10, maybe 12, 14 years, they get to come on the field tonight with their son, and it's a very special night. I got a chance to do it last year, and I know Trey will be out on the field next year. It's a really special night, and couldn't ask for a bigger game to do it. We've got Argyle again tonight, with the Mustangs have a chance to lock up the 1 seed in the district. Uh, Mustangs remain undefeated at 11-0, and now with Argyle having 2 losses, if we can give them a third loss, Trey, we lock up the 1 seed.
Yeah, Jeff, that's actually exactly what the numbers say after Tuesday's games. I think the thing that surprises me is there's still this view out there that Grapevine is stumbling into first place. I think based on that article that was sent around, I know Coach Webster used that as fodder, that Grapevine escaped with a victory
I
on
noticed that
Tuesday.
headline, and it bothered me that it said Argyle, the number 1 team in the region. We have a better record than them, and we just beat them. So
Yeah,
maybe that can we get an edit on that article?
I don't know. I don't know, but listen, here's the way it stands right now in District 75A. Grapevine is 22-4-2 overall with an 11-0 district record. Argyle is 9-2 in the district, 22-5-2. So, pretty much equivalence there. Denton Ryan is now 6-5. But interesting to me after Tuesday is that Birdville and Colleyville are both 5-6. Okay, Colleyville at one point was 1-6. They are coming on strong, and if they win tonight, they're probably going to be in the playoffs after a really bad start, and that would put 2 GCISD schools into the playoffs. I think that's great. I'm pulling for them to do it. I'd love to see it, but tonight we got to take care of business in the Corral. The Mustangs have everything going their way.
The momentum is definitely on the Mustang side. Yeah, I'm surprised, honestly, Trey, that Colleyville got off to such a slow start, because if you remember, we opened district play with Colleyville and had 2. At least one of the games was very close. I remember at Colleyville's ballpark. But yeah, Grapevine and Argyle have distanced themselves from the rest of the district teams, and it's best. It's a 1-2 showdown for that top seed. And again, the Mustangs take care of business tonight, and it's ours. But like I said Tuesday night, after the win the Mustangs pulled off up at Denton last Friday night, I feel like it's destiny that the Mustangs could go undefeated.
Yep. So, senior night festivities, Garrison Goldsberry. I tell you what, back when Andrew was a junior, I had to read. I had to do what Jay's doing. I had to do the announcing for the seniors that year. I had a hard time. I had a hard time reading the things that the kids wrote.
Emotional?
Oh yeah. It's not. I couldn't do it again.
It is. It is emotional.
Yeah. I mean, I had a hard time reading other people's stuff. It wasn't even my kid. And when I went out there, you went last year, a couple years ago, 3 years ago, it was me with Andrew, and I couldn't listen. I couldn't listen to what they read.
Yeah, like I said, all those practices, all those
Yeah.
games, Trey, we remember Little League in Colleyville. Our boys were playing together, and our boys played some in,
Yep.
you
Absolutely.
know,
I think.
kids
Yeah.
pitch,
That's right.
and you remember all of that work that goes into, and this a lot of these kids, this is their last year of baseball, and this is such a special night. Now the great thing this year is these Mustangs are going to get an extended season.
Yeah,
They're
they
going to
are.
the playoffs,
They are.
and that is nice to know your season doesn't end when that regular season ends.
Absolutely. And speaking of extended seasons, and this is not going to be a senior comment. It's going to be about the pitching once again that we saw on Tuesday night. We saw Wes Cunningham pick up his 6th straight district win. Dude was lights out.
10 wins overall, I believe. And
Yeah.
Wes goes 6 innings, gives up 1 run, I believe 2 or 3 hits, a lot of strikeouts. Now, one thing that can't be overlooked is the defensive plays that were made behind Wes. There was 2 plays that Jace made that were just lights out, ESPN highlight plays. Brent Lee made an outstanding play at second base in the last inning. Michael Northrup came out of nowhere to save an inning with a running catch on a ball that looked like it might fall. The defense really backed Wes up, but again, Wes delivered and was dominant, and the Mustangs did just enough offensively to get the job done.
Yeah. So
pretty big group of seniors tonight, huh, Trey? I mean,
it's one of the bigger ones you'll see. I think it's.
Well, we've talked before. This senior class, there were high expectations from the time they hit 9th grade. I remember the dads that saw them try out for the 9th grade team said, wait until these kids, are seniors. And a lot of these kids have been playing on the varsity team since they were in 10th grade. So, we've talked before about how high expectations, and they've delivered on those high expectations so far with that 22-4 record and 11-0 in district play. It's one thing to have high expectations; it's another to actually fulfill them. And this class has done a great job of that so far.
Yep. And speaking of the other night, I've got some clips. Hopefully, this doesn't look too bad when we push it on here.
Awesome.
But let me see if it's going to actually work. It may not even work. Let's see. No, let's see. I've got all kinds of things going on that aren't working right here. So let me. I think maybe it was working. I just didn't realize it. Let's start that over. I'm going to start that over. Okay. Boom. I'll take that off. We'll go right here and we'll try to restart that bad boy. All right. So these are actually highlights from the game. And one of the things that we talked about was how hard the ball was hit. We had some guys really sting it. That was a line drive by Argyle to left center. And then we had a lot of plays, near plays. I went back and looked. We got this good throw by the catcher. Ball ends up going to the outfield. And we had great plays on both sides. Please don't step on my cables. Thanks. Step on those cables and they're done. But see, we had leather being flashed on both sides. I think this may be the line drive that Jace catches. Boom!
Yeah, you can see him lay out right there. Outstanding. I mean,
absolutely amazing.
They smoked 2 balls down the line, and Jace caught one of them in the air. The other one was probably the tougher play because he had to dive for it, come up and make the throw to first base.
They were making plays too. You see the second baseman come in and sweep that up. And then here's a dive by Michael Northup with the bases loaded.
Yeah, that was a huge play. That could have been a 2-3 run inning for
and then their third baseman shows, he charges on this ball hitting to the dirt. But maybe one of the most amazing plays is right here. There's no reason that Brent Lee should have gotten to that, much less make the play.
Throw it from the knees. He threw that ball to first base.
Yeah. And then there's another one by Jace.
I believe that was a game ender right there.
Well, I think we got a fly ball that comes to Mike here.
Okay.
Right here. And
that was ball game.
And that was ball game. And so that's a little bit of kind of a recap for everybody on the game the other night. What was so impressive is that there were 2 really good teams were on the field.
Trey, apparently a lot of people heard about that game because the crowd tonight is the biggest crowd I've seen at the ballpark this year. I had to park out there on 121. It felt like
Yeah.
I had to hike in.
I did run some ads in Grapevine and in Argyle to tell people about the game, but also to tell people about the broadcast. Um, but I would like to ask you to look at the Grapevine stands. They're shoulder to shoulder up there. We
They
had
are. They
we
are.
hadn't
And
seen that in such a long time. That's a tribute, I think, to these seniors that you talked about. Right behind them is a junior class that's going to do some damage as well, Jeff. And one of the things about that junior class is some really good position players and then also some great pitching.
well, two of the three district pitchers that have dominated the innings in district play are juniors. Dason Hill, who's on the screen right now, and of course JoJo, the Joker. The Joker's been our closer, and Dason's been the game two starter for every district game. Uh, so yeah, there's a lot to look forward to next year, Trey, and several starters coming back next year that are juniors. Ryan Williams, Sammy Kelly. We've got two ninth graders that have played a big part. Of course, you know, Gianni's been behind the plate all season. Brent Lee is a junior. So the Mustangs just keep reloading. Even though there's been high expectations for this group of seniors, it goes the same thing for the seniors coming up next year.
Yeah, and you know, Dason's had 5 starts. This will be his 6th district start. I'm talking about in the district only. And last Friday, Mustangs had to come back and win on that one. So he didn't get the win. I think the win went to Luke Bajaj, who came in relief. But big left-hander. He's got to be 6'3".
Oh, definitely.
I mean, but you know, we've had this discussion before. When, in terms of vertical height, I have a hard time judging it because everybody here at the ballpark is at least a half a head taller than I am. Look at these seniors, though. You know, I mean, we're gonna actually.
Well, I'm wondering where they're going to sit in the bleachers when the parents go
I'm
up there
gonna give a little bit
because
of volume so we can hear the PA announcer.
Madison has plans
What he has.
to take a gap year and do international volunteering, and then plans to go to Belmont and study entertainment business and minor in film. Madison's message to her parents is, thank you, Dad, for always giving me the coats and seeds in the dugout and sharing your love of baseball with me. Thank you, Mom, for supporting me. Y'all are the best friends, and I love you so much. Thank you, Madison, your dedication to Grapevine baseball, and the best of luck in the future. Next, we have our athletic trainer, Maddie Redwine. Maddie's mom is unable to attend this evening, and Maddie is accompanied on the field by Coach Phillips. Maddie will be attending the University of Arkansas in the fall to study psychology. Maddie has a special message to her mom. Thank you for always being there for me and supporting me in every way possible. Congratulations, Maddie. And our final recognition tonight goes to the athletic trainer, Devin Conway. Devin is the daughter of Tom and Patricia Conway, who are with her tonight. Devin will be attending the University of Worth, Texas, and majoring in kinesiology and physical therapy. She has this message for her parents. Thank you for always supporting me in all that I do and sticking with me as I navigate my way through life. Best of luck, Devin. Seniors and parents, thank you for joining us tonight and letting us celebrate you. Grapevine High School baseball family and guests, please give a big round of applause to our class of 2023 seniors and their families. Go Mustangs! Now for a special presentation to throw out the first pitch. We are honored in continuing to celebrate the class of 2023. We start tonight's game with the ceremonial first pitch. We welcome the MVP of the state champion girls soccer team. Younger sister to Mustang baseball alumni Matthew McCullough. Please welcome senior Teresa McCullough.
Okay, so what they're doing, they're recognizing the soccer team that just won the state championship, and Teresa McCullough from that team, who was the MVP of the state playoff.
This is going to be interesting. She throws a strike. Wow.
She
Impressive.
That's a strike. For a goal.
Nice job, Teresa.
Yeah, that was awesome. Great job. Great idea there by.
We'll continue with the starting lineup.
She's an athlete, Trey. I mean, she's not just a soccer player.
Yeah, that's right.
Makes me wonder if she was also a softball.
She threw it with too much energy. All right, so they're going to do starting lineups here shortly. Let's make sure I covered all the pregame stuff.
Batting leadoff.
I think we did.
Playing first base. Number 1, Grady Emerson. Batting second, playing shortstop. Number 4, J.C. Davis. Batting third, number 5, first baseman. Right, second baseman, Colton Rugamore. Batting fourth, playing third base, number 11, Micah Roberts. Batting fifth, the designated hitter, number 2, Alex D'Angelo. Batting sixth, playing center field, number 8, Park Prater. Batting seventh, the catcher, number 8, Hunter Sandifor. Batting eighth, playing left field, number 6, Connor Lillis. Batting ninth and playing right field, number 3, Braden Roski. And the pitcher for the Argyle Eagles, number 10, Reed Rock. And now, the starting lineup for your Grapevine Mustangs. At third base, number 18, Chase Christian. Batting second, the catcher, number 12, Gianni Corral. Batting third, playing first base, senior, number 24, Seve Agare. Batting cleanup for the Mustangs, playing left field, number 7, Ryan Williams. Batting fifth, playing center field, number 10, Sammy Kelly. Batting sixth, the designated hitter, senior, number 16, Keller Schumberger. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 9, senior, Michael Northrup. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, number 8, senior, Keaton Schwartzka. Batting ninth, playing second base, number 4, Brenton Lee. Ladies and gentlemen, I please ask that you rise and remove your hats. Pitching for the Mustangs. One more time. Pitching for the Mustangs, number 6, Jason Hill. We ask you to please rise and remove your hats for the singing of our national anthem. Please welcome GHS choir student, junior, Olivia Cleaver. Thank you, Olivia. Please welcome to the mound. For the Mustangs, pitcher, number 6,
All right, so all the pomp and circumstance and the very well-deserved accolades for our seniors and for the girls' state champion soccer team have been completed, and I think we're about ready to get started with some baseball. Jeff?
There's a lot going on here tonight, Trey, and we're going to get to see two really good teams take the field. But, yeah, it's nice to have some seniors recognized before the game, have that state championship soccer team recognized, and one of their players come out and fire a strike for the first pitch. We had a national anthem done by a Grapevine junior, Olivia, who did an excellent job. It's just a great night for baseball, Trey. I mean, we might be blinded by the light here for the first inning or two, but nothing else to complain about. We got Dason on the mound. Yeah, Dr. K. Dr. K's looking to bounce back from a bit of an un-Dr. K-ish outing, right? But, everybody has an off day, and the Mustangs
he must have been sick that day.
Mustangs bailed him out with the bats that night, but I expect him to be dominant tonight. He's been that way in all but one start that I've seen.
Yeah, the thing that really inspires me about this team is they don't get rattled.
Well,
they stayed pretty tight. They stayed pretty loose in that. Great job. They stayed pretty loose in that huge game on Tuesday.
They did, and they've just found different ways to win all year. You know, the pitching was dominant for the first part of the district season, and then the bats have come alive several games, and then the other night was, just a hard-fought pitching battle with some excellent defensive plays made by the Mustangs. So they found a lot of different ways to win, and that's what good teams do.
Yeah, you noted that 5 out of the first 6 batters for the Argyle Eagles on Tuesday night were lefties. Be interesting to see. It's no surprise that Dason's on the mound. They know they've scouted Grapevine. They know that the game 2 pitcher is a big lefty. Be interesting to see whether that remains the same with 5 out of 6.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if they stick some righties up towards the front of the lineup, because being a left-handed hitter myself, I can't say that, especially at the high school level, I wouldn't have looked forward to facing Dason, because he's got a good fastball, he's got a good breaking pitch. I think you told me he's got 5 or 6 different pitches.
Yeah,
so
he's a master.
I think he's tougher on lefties than righties. So it'll be interesting to see if their coach makes an adjustment in their batting order. But,
well, they're going to make him take that bracelet off, or tuck it in, I guess. No, I made him take his bracelet off on his left hand. Nobody's done that. They really have lessened the focus on jewelry intentionally. And UIL, we got a little different view here tonight. Kind of going to give us a little better shot of the pitch.
Okay, yeah, first pitch looked like it missed a little high and tight. But, yeah, this is the same left-handed leadoff hitter they used Tuesday night. So far they haven't changed that batting order up, they being Argyle. That looks like playable for Jace. No, not quite.
Yeah, if it's between the lines, Jace will get to it. We know that, right?
Well, the other night, if Jace didn't get to it, it was a foul ball, because he got to everything. So 1-1 count here on the hitter. Sun is going to be tough out here in right field. Michael Northup's already got his shades on.
Well, that's a rip.
That is off the wall, one hop. We'll see. Might have a play at second.
Nope.
No, he's going to be in standing up.
It's a little different start than they had the other night, right?
They did hit some balls hard the other night, but nothing that carried our outfield. That ball was smoke, no doubt. Okay, this was the only right-handed hitter they had in their top 6 the other night. You know, they didn't bunt much the other night. Of course, the wind was blowing out to left that night, but did they try and bunt at all?
Yeah, they did. They're going to bunt right here.
He is.
Yep.
He is.
Mm-hmm. They did, and you know, I'm going to keep that assessment to myself. I think they tried a few times. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
I'm not sure they got one down.
I just remember they were in a spot a few times with their
where
catcher.
We talked about whether, as the home team, you should be, you know, is it better to go for the tie or be playing for the big inning?
Yeah, they were down 2. Maybe that's what was the variable there. With down 2 runs, you might let your guy swing.
Well, Dason's ended up, he has him where he wants him, I guess. An 0-2 count, that's all you could ask for here in this situation. Whoa. Wow.
Making me dizzy.
Yeah, I don't know exactly. Sorry about that. Need to make sure my cameraman didn't fall down. I don't know what happened. That was like everything broke loose at once.
Dason's way ahead right here, 0-2. Nobody out, runner at second base. And you do have your scoreboard.
Oof.
Looks like it's working right so far, Trey?
Well,
or did you have to put the runner at second?
Yeah, I had to put him at second.
Okay.
But that's better than the other night. It wasn't even working doing that. So
okay.
I figured out what was going on with that, and I think we'll be all right tonight as far as that piece of data goes. This scoreboard is not talking right with the runs, but count and outs seems to be pretty good. Oh, that's
turned on that.
Yeah.
That's going to be a run.
Got to keep him from second base. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Argyle's coming out swinging the bats tonight, and no surprise, they're a solid team, and you know that that loss on Tuesday night stung a bit, so they might have been taking a little bit extra BP, and I promise you, they had a sour taste in their mouth after Tuesday night's game. So that puts Argyle on an early 1-0 lead, and nobody out yet. Runner at first base.
See that guy take a step towards second base? I wonder if he was just messing around with Dason.
He's got a decent lead.
Yeah, he does.
Not a big one, but decent. I believe, that was another ball. So 2-0 count right here on the hitter. Dason went with a slide step there. He's gotten a little bigger lead.
He took another half step, didn't he?
2-0 count. Let's see.
What a beautiful night at the ballpark. The sun's in our eyes as normal, but everything else is pretty great. Yeah.
He guessed right. He went on movement, and Dason was committed to go to the plate there. That was
good base running.
Good base running, and no reason to throw to second. He got such a big lead.
Smart base running, for that guy.
Argyle's threatening again here with a runner at second base and nobody out. Oh. He squared but pulled it back.
He's gonna take our view away, isn't he?
He is. We've got some coaching from the right field line. Not on the Argyle staff. Okay, Dason walks him to make it first and second with nobody out. Like Sevy's going to go and hopefully calm Dason down here. Not the start the Mustangs envisioned. Okay, this is a little different cleanup here. The other night they had 5 out of 6 left-handed hitters. This is going to be the
unless it's a switch hitter.
That's
a
good point.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to.
Well, I'd like to get a double play here, Trey.
Well, if the ball's hit to Jace, I think we can make that happen for sure. I think that's where it's going to go.
Oh,
I believe that was a balk. That was kind of crazy, wasn't it? It looked like he put his foot down toward first. It threw me off. It threw me off.
We're not used to seeing that inside move from a left-hander.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Maybe he didn't touch the ground.
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe he didn't touch the ground.
Another bunt.
Well, that's a great bunt too.
Wow,
Nobody's
going to be a tough play.
Mm-hmm. You know,
okay.
That's what.
It's going to load the bases for the Eagles with nobody out.
Big number 2.
Yeah, they are calling that a hit. It should be a hit. That was just a perfect bunt.
Yeah, it was, absolutely.
Coach Webster's going to come out and have a talk here. This is definitely not the start the Mustangs. I can't see the. Okay, we're back in action here, and
they got Eagles on every bag here, Jeff.
Bases loaded, still nobody out.
I guess he said that pitch was inside. Cannot see anything, man. We're at that time of the day, right?
Yeah, I should have watched that one on the monitor.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's true.
Every time I watch the monitor, I see that smoke coming from the grill.
You're thinking cheeseburger. Oh, that's a great pitch right there. Yeah. Yeah, I know you're thinking cheeseburger. That was a good pitch by Dason.
It was.
My guess is they were taken until they got a strike, though.
Good spot for a strikeout if you can make that happen, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Lefty on lefty favors Dason, right? Another great pitch.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh.
Great spot.
Wow. Good velocity. Great spot.
So 1-2 count right here. Love to see another pitch in the same spot. The hitter didn't want anything to do with that pitch.
So Eagles on every bag, nobody out. They've already pushed one run across. We're here in the top of the first. And trying to get a big strike out here.
Went up and hoped that he chased. He didn't go after right there. So a 2-2 count.
Folks, be sure to share this game link with your friends and partners. If you like the broadcast that we're doing here, be sure to click subscribe and maybe give me a like down there.
There we go. There's a strikeout.
Dr. K wrote a prescription. He needed one.
He went upstairs again, and that time the hitter didn't lay off. So Mustangs get their first out.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th hitter right here, right? Number 6 in the order?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cleanup hitter was that right-handed hitter.
Outfield for the Mustangs is playing pretty deep. I would
There's
say respectfully deep.
Well, yeah, we did have to chase one down at the fence earlier, so.
Yeah. I think left field, he's probably kind of normal position.
Not really much wind tonight, but
No.
that's not going to hurt a ball that's hitting the air.
Sammy doesn't look like they're shading him. Sammy's kind of straight away, but maybe a half step, 2 steps deeper than normal. And then Money Mike over here, that first guy put a charge in it, didn't he?
One hop the fence. It was just a line drive that you're not going to run down.
You think that's out of the park at their place?
Maybe. They're, 300,
Yeah, it was
305?
It seemed like it was a little shorter in some places.
It would have hit the wall in the air for sure.
Oh, my gosh.
So that's a 2-1 count right there when that pitch missed outside.
You know, this is where I remember what I was telling you is I love to pick up a free one somewhere. You know, like you see Sevy's playing in front of the first baseman. In front of the runner. That'd be a great way to, throw over there and.
Yeah, that's a good point. We're in on the corner, so we're looking to cut that run down on the corners, hoping to turn 2 in the middle, playing back.
Oh, Sevy's way up, actually.
Yeah, and Jace is on the grass, too.
Yeah, but, he's got quick hands. He's a second baseman at heart, right, Sevy? So
you got to play in front of the runner. So.
Yeah. Okay, now got a little bit of a challenge here with a 3-1 count.
Nowhere to put him for sure.
So on the corners, in this configuration on the corners, you're going straight to home plate when you catch it, right?
Unless they hit one that takes you to the bag and you
right.
step on it by accident.
Ugh.
Okay, went after him.
That was good on good right there. He was determined to take a cut if that pitch was near the zone.
He challenged him, and the hitter put a good swing on it, just fouled it back. So full count, 1 out. Bases loaded. Oh, wow. Another good pitch, another good swing, fouled straight back. Trey, do you have the guts to call a breaking pitch? Because he's been on those last 2 fastballs.
And I tell you what, I think Dason is one of the guys on the staff that you could do that with.
Yeah, you just.
Because he's
thrown it for a strike.
This situation calls for it.
Well, yeah, he's put 2 good swings on your fastball.
Yeah.
You think you have to change speeds at some point.
But listen, if you were at South Alabama with that, strike 3.
He got it.
Got him.
Boy, he painted that corner right there.
He needed that one badly.
He painted it.
Wow. That's awesome.
Mustangs fans will like that one.
Yep.
So 2 outs. Got a chance to escape any more damage here if we can get. This is the catcher here.
They stuck with a fastball, man, and he was true to form. That was a good call.
He changed the eye level. He was throwing that fastball up high, and then he brought it down around the knees, and that was a nasty pitch.
Yeah. Umpire didn't hesitate.
No, he's made that call a couple times already. That was up.
So we know where it's going to be. He's going to give the front knee strike.
Yeah, he's been consistent down there around the knees. There we go.
Pitch. That took something off. Was that a little breaking pitch?
It might have been.
Change up or something?
I'm not sure.
Looked like it definitely was off speed, right?
I've been wrong once on that this year, Trey. I'm not willing to go out on a limb again. You called me out on it.
No, I better not say anything.
I don't want you to go to the player to prove me wrong.
Oh, yes.
He swung.
Nope.
What?
We'll see.
I thought he foul tipped it. Even an Argyle fan thought that was a swing. So that's a 2-1 count, 2 outs. Bases still loaded. Got to go after him. This is their catcher who was in that spot the other night when we thought they might bunt. He hit a line drive to left field. Another
man, he has a good cut right there.
Yeah, he hit one right at us.
Power in that swing, isn't it?
That's why I thought they were going to let him swing the other night, and they did with the wind blowing out to left.
Hey, that was a beautiful park too for baseball.
Yeah,
that turf field at Argyle, with the green monster kind of over and left and everything. It's a good looking park.
Makes it a tough view though from the Tradio truck.
Yeah, one rung. I was at one rung on the ladder. Oh, where's that?
See.
That was ripped.
I think Sammy's going to chase it down. Yes, we got the third out. Nice play right there by Sammy Kelly to end the inning. But the Eagles get one run to make it a 1-0 ball game. It could have been a lot worse. So the Mustangs get to come to the plate. Still a 1-run ball game.
All right. We'll go out here with a little bit of Mustang memory. For you guys at home. Here's the 1-ball pitch. Now there's a shot to center field. It's going to be down for a hit. The Mustangs will score 2 runs here. Pierce with a big-time hit to center field to drive in the first 2 runs for the Mustangs. Here's the 1-ball pitch. You're live.
Okay, we got Jace leading off again tonight for the Mustangs. The Eagles have a left-handed starter on the mound. They had a left-handed pitcher Tuesday night. Jace hits one in the air that looks like the right fielder is going to play. So Jace was swinging at that first pitch and just got under it a little bit. It's going to bring Gianni to the plate.
So, Jeff, the Mustangs have got to be feeling pretty lucky, actually, after that. Fortunate that their pitcher was able to stay in there, right?
That was a nice escape with only 1 run given up. They had 3 hits. I believe there was a base on balls. It's hard. The math doesn't work that well to give up 3 hits and a base on balls and only give up 1 run. But that may be a
That's a
double
great rip
down
right
the line.
there. Gianni's got us going.
He's going to challenge
that throw. Look at that. Yes.
So Mustangs come out swinging the bat early too. 2 first pitch strikes that Gianni took that one down the left field line.
You know, both teams have respect for each other after Tuesday night, I'm sure. So it's not like they don't think that the Mustangs can put the bat on the ball.
Yeah.
But we were very efficient. Once again, it was runs equal hits, right? Wasn't it 3 hits, 3 runs?
That sounds right to me, Trey. I know we had 3 runs, and we couldn't have had many more than 3 hits. Keaton had a hit.
Wow, the fans
Ryan
are really
Williams
loud
had a
tonight.
hit. I don't remember many more hits.
And this is really impressive. The fans are doing a great job in the stands tonight, aren't they?
This is the loudest crowd we've had for sure. And it looks like the student section's up there and rocking a good bit. We've been looking for that most of the season.
Back. Okay. Of course, Aiden already knows where everybody is. I see him look around to see, where the infielders are that are near him.
Well, he's a middle infielder by trade, so he should know how that works. Sevy's a little bit late there, fouled it off.
Gotta be careful. That pitch is that swinging pitch is going to get the Tradio truck.
Well, Trey, we got a lot of people challenging foul balls over here. Usually, there's not a lot of parking near us,
we got
but
people running after the balls. It must be giving away Cokes or something.
There was nowhere else to park tonight.
Where'd you say you had to park? Down by the basketball gym?
Parked out by 121. Okay, he's running. That's going to be a base.
Oh, yeah.
He got a big jump there. Boy,
wow.
Look, he was past the shortstop by the time that ball was released. Great base runner right there by Aiden. He stole that one on the pitcher.
There's a senior doing a job, right? That's exactly what that is.
Contact spot right here for Sevy. Should get a run in. Okay.
Ball's in the ground. If he throws it, run. Oh, yeah.
Oh, there we go.
He misplayed it. Too nonchalant,
The catcher just tried to lob it down there and threw it in the ground. The Mustangs get a gift there. Should have been a second out right there for Argyle, and we've got runners at first and third with only 1 out. We got Ryan at the plate, who drove in. Ryan drove in 2 runs on Tuesday night with a single. Turned out to be the game-winning RBI.
Clutch here now. I guess there's a lot of things you could do in this situation. First and third, 1 out. I've seen him start that runner before. Ryan's a right-handed batter. Oh, get foul. That's
out of play.
That's sidewalk.
Ryan's shown an ability to drive in runs, so I definitely like him swinging here. He's your cleanup hitter. Give him a chance to hit one in the gaps, maybe get 2 runs. Let's play for a big inning. It's the first inning.
3 weeks ago, he put one over there in the net. He 26'd it, right?
That's
your saying.
I want to have that call at home. And Sevy's going.
Look at that. There was
perfect hit and run.
Yes.
Okay, the second baseman made a great play to play that ball.
Do I get some credit for calling that one?
All I heard heard you talking about a 26. But the Mustangs get on the board there. We'll trade an out for a run. Still got a runner in scoring position here for Sammy.
The reason the reason I think the hit and run's just perfect call in that last situation is that if he doesn't hit it and they throw down, you might get a double steal out of it. If he does hit it, as long as it's not a line drive, then he's pretty fast. You're going to have a good opportunity to have somebody safe somewhere. And by the way, he's also very good at placing the ball. He's good at driving it off his back foot to his back hip to the right side. So
yeah, I see what you're saying. So there are multiple ways that could work, whether you hit the ball or not.
See, I don't understand what he doesn't like that lead out there, I guess, but there's nobody near the bag, or unless we have a really bad angle.
The shortstop's closer than the second baseman, but the second baseman's out here in the grass.
Yeah. Well, they're giving some respect to Sammy.
Okay, we got a runner at third base right there.
Yeah.
Tough pitch to block right there, bounced at about 56 feet. Good hitters count right here for Sammy, 2-0.
Yeah, 2 balls, no strikes. The guy's got to be careful. If he throws him a fastball, Sammy might turn on it and hit that 350-foot sign out there in right center. Oof.
Three-0. Are you swinging, Trey?
Yeah, I absolutely am. If he gets a fastball, he's a good. Fastball is what he hits the best. I think if he gets a fastball, the coach should let him unleash. I think he was taken all the way, though, wasn't he?
Probably.
Maybe he had the green light with what your coach said. If you hit it, it's got to be a triple. Didn't
triple
you say
foul ball,
triple?
which means you better not be late.
Yeah.
Okay, that was up.
Yeah, right.
I believe that was out of the strike zone.
Yeah.
He chased that one, but still alive here. 3-2 count. Sammy's shown the ability to hit with 2 strikes.
Crowd getting loud here at the Corral.
Fouled that one off.
Yeah, it looked like he was in front of it a little bit, didn't it, on the swing? But I'll tell you, the guy who pitched in the JV game for Argyle, just excellent job of changing speeds. Really, true pitching, you know what I mean?
Is that the lowest run output the JV's had this year?
I don't think so. There's Sammy.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that. That's some scouting right there, wasn't it?
You know, their second baseman
Argyle
playing deep right there. It's hard to get it through that hole when he's playing that deep. So the Mustangs do scratch for 1 to tie it up. We've got a 1-1 ball game headed to the top of the second.
And before we roll out of here, I want to make sure that we thank our sponsors for everything they've done this year. It's one of our sponsors for Mustang Baseball Live is the C.J. Knipper Memorial Golf Tournament. That golf tournament will be held October 13th this year at Fossil Creek Golf Club. Please, if you get a chance to go out to Facebook, search for the 4th annual C.J. Knipper Memorial Golf Tournament, and you can actually leave a message for Jeff, and later on in the broadcast, I'm sure he'll give you a number you can text a response to. But participation, whole sponsor, being out there to cheer people on, it's all part of a great day for the C.J. Knipper Memorial Golf Tournament. The folks over at McKinley and Hutchins CPA are also a sponsor of Mustang Baseball Live. And guess what, Jeff? I found my glasses. I want you to know that
Nice.
it was a user error. The McKinley and Hutchins folks, they may have been taking the week off to kind of catch up from getting the tax deadline stuff in place. But if you filed an extension or you need to file an extension, give them a call, 817-310-0165. McKinley and Hutchins CPA in Colleyville, your certified public accountants. And finally, the GHS 10th Man Club is one of our sponsors for Mustang Baseball Live. We appreciate the entire Booster Club, the members, and the leadership for allowing us to bring you these games. Go Mustangs, defend the G.
Okay, Trey, we got 1 hit, we got 1 run. That's what you talked about earlier, that hit-run efficiency. Be nice to keep the Eagles off the base pass this inning. We had to sweat that first one out.
Well, maybe the doctor will go back to his internship mechanics.
He had a big strikeout in that first inning when they had bases loaded with 1 out.
Yeah.
The hitter fouled off a couple of 2-strike pitches, and Dason threw that ball on the outside corner down around the knees. Just a perfect pitch at a perfect time.
You made a great observation on that one, that the 2 that he fouled off were kind of up in the strike zone. And then Dason came back with just a hammer low strike. And there's one where he changed speed.
Yeah, that was a good
And
curveball or slider.
And the eye level of the batter had been adjusted on the previous two, so really, really a great pitch delivered by Dr. K in that situation.
That ball's hit
right there to
Keaton.
Keaton.
So the Mustangs get that first out this go around.
Now batter. Number 3, right fielder. Russ.
You know, we've talked about it before, Trey, how Dason seems to get stronger as the game goes. So let's hope that's the trend we see tonight.
Yeah, he's pretty strong.
Threw that one by him.
Once again, if we got people out there that are listening to the broadcast tonight, give me another sound QA check. It was very, very invaluable the other night. Dason jumped ahead, and you know this is where he pitches the best. You know, where he's in a situation where you don't know what's coming. I guess every pitcher's like that. That's probably.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Batter lost the handle there.
Yeah.
So Dason's way ahead at 0-2. Yeah, you know, Trey, I actually saw a Facebook video today, hitting instructor saying the best count to hit is 0-0 because you know the pitcher's trying to get ahead of you with that first pitch strike. There's a lot of truth in that, but it's one thing to want to do that, and another to execute.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of philosophies on that. I mean, I subscribe to the philosophy that says until you get 2 strikes, you are not hitting any strike. You are hitting the strike that you can drive. You know, the pitch that's in the 6-inch by 6-inch square that you want to hit, or cube, I guess I should say. And until you got 2 strikes, you don't have to hit the pitcher's strike. You're looking for your strike.
True. There are different types of strikes, and there's the strikes you want to hit and the strikes the pitchers want you to hit. There it is. There's another K for the doctor.
Dr. K, man. Wow.
Our student section's gotten into it with a little Army chant, left, right, left, right.
When he walks off. Wow. So if you're students and you're listening to this game, you need to come up here because this student section is getting rowdy tonight.
Good night to be at the ballpark.
Good night to be a Mustang, man. Teresa McCullough threw a strike for the first pitch of the game, right?
Hey, maybe
the MVP of the softball the girls soccer state playoffs.
Maybe the next time our bullpen has trouble finding the zone, they bring Teresa in.
She definitely had some background going on there, didn't she? Is this a leadoff?
It is a leadoff hitter. That was a strike.
Yeah, I agree with you. You just said it a few moments ago. He gets more powerful. He gets better as he goes along. Right?
Some guys just take longer to get loosened up. I don't know. Love the energy at the ballpark tonight.
Yeah, this is a shout out to Joe Armato. You know Joe? You know, we're gonna give him a big shout out. He was in California watching me the other night, or watching us, our broadcast on Tuesday. He sent a text and everything, and I didn't acknowledge it at all on the air, and I apologize for that, Joe. But this is your official shout out. Man, he changed speeds. That guy was off stride, but he didn't stride. I mean, he didn't stride because he was just thrown off. 2-1's supposed to be more of a fastball count, right?
Well,
the doctor delivers what you need.
That's going to run the count full right there. He does look better this inning for sure. And give the Eagles credit. You know, they had 3 hits in that first inning. So sometimes the other team just hits the ball, and you got to hit it with them and make the plays when you can. That's a line drive. Ryan, nice play. Mustangs are all over the field. Nice running catch right there by Ryan to end the inning. So the Mustangs are going to come to the plate in the bottom of the second in a 1-1 ball game.
Yep, and I'll tell you what, we'll take you out on some Mustang memories here.
Finds a base hit to right field, brings Drake in. It's 2-0 Grapevine. RBI single from London Green.
So we've got Keller Schamberger at the plate here for the Mustangs, and Keller's got 2 home runs on the season. Feel like he's due to drive one. Good eye right there. Take that pitch up for a ball.
It's kind of interesting. I've heard some stories about how do you say his last name? He pitched for the Mets last year. Right-hander with, always has a dirty hat. He pitched for the Tigers before that. He's Dan is his first name, maybe. SCHW something.
Not Matt Scherzer, are you?
Yeah, Max, not Dan. Max
Scherzer.
Dan was way off. But on Max Scherzer, he says the pivotal pitch for an at-bat and the one that he always wants to win is the third pitch. Regardless of the count, the most important pitch that you make is the third pitch.
I haven't heard that before, but I mean, there's some ways you could rationalize that. Right. So the Eagles got that first out on a strikeout. We've got Michael Northup at the plate right here, 1-1 count.
Coach is maybe going a little bit against what he had been doing earlier in the year with EJB playing against the lefties.
Yeah, Ethan got the start Tuesday night, but Coach Webster has a left-hander in right field tonight with a left-handed starting pitcher on the mound.
So if you're just joining us, top of the first it was a circus for the doctor. He had to face a lot of stress. He had a lot of high stress pitches, didn't he? He ended up giving up 3 hits and a walk, and only got out with 1 run on the board.
He had to operate very delicately to escape with only 1 run allowed there because, like we talked about, 3 hits and a base on balls, it's hard to put that on the board without giving up more than 1 run. So they stranded. Yeah, the bases were loaded, and the last 2 outs.
And the Mustangs came right back in the bottom of the first and answered the charge, right?
Yeah. Gianni had that double and went to third.
Aiden stole third. Aiden came in to run for him and stole third.
Correct. That was not Gianni. That was Aiden that stole third base, and then came in on the ground ball to second base.
And then we had Sevy at first base, and they did a hit and run with Ryan Williams.
That's right.
And the second baseman fielded it. His only play was to first base, and so Ryan gets an RBI there on that one.
Definitely.
Right?
So we got Keaton at the plate right here with 2 outs. That is going to get foul, I believe.
It's pretty close to the Tradio truck, really.
The Eagles are discussing who should have had that ball. It landed in the bullpen.
I think the Eagles are giving some grief to the right fielder because the first baseman and the second baseman were over here.
Yeah.
And they're saying, hey, where are you, dude? You're the one that's supposed to be over catching this thing.
Right. Like to see the players having fun. That's a good thing.
They were definitely, weren't they? They were razzing him. Who is this batting?
This is Keaton at the plate. Keaton had a hit the other night. One of a couple hits that the Mustangs had. Actually, Keaton started the rally that the inning we had 2 runs.
The go-ahead runs, right?
Correct.
Look at that. That is ripped. Get deep.
That's over
Get out
his head.
Of fence.
Wow, off the
wow.
fence.
Keaton drilled that ball. Yes.
Keaton gets in there for a double. Boy, that ball was about 4 feet from being in the net. That thing hit about halfway up the wall, and that was a line drive. He didn't even elevate that. He smoked that ball.
I'm not even sure if I got enough camera work on it to.
He hit it so hard, I'm not sure we could have followed it that quick.
Yeah.
So that's going to bring Brent to the plate with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs.
Keaton did a great job. Kept his hands inside. He drilled that ball.
He did.
Hit it right in front of the plate. I think Brent's going to deliver for us right here. Oof, good one. And that, that's what this season's been about. It's been about clutch hits by everybody. It doesn't matter who they are. Somebody's stepping up every day and answering the bell.
No, you're right. It seems like every game it's been a different player or two that's had a big hit, had a big defensive play. It's been really a team effort, and that's one of the things I've read on the Mustangs Facebook page. It's just the camaraderie and the cohesiveness of this group, and it's just shown up on the field.
This really, you think about the number of juniors.
Get down, ball. That
might be trouble.
Yeah, right fielder's got it. And so
yeah.
Mustangs go down without a run, but boy, Keaton really put a charge into that one to have a double off the wall, but they go down scoreless, so it's 1-1 headed to the top of the third.
Yep, I'm not real sure if this replay's going to show up or not, but we'll go to break and see.
Okay, we've got J.C. Davis at the plate for the Eagles. Just got the Eagles lineup courtesy of Jeremy Goldsberry. Appreciate that. Push bunt. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it was actually a really well done bunt by that guy.
It was.
Nobody was looking for it, and yeah, he didn't get a lot of distance from home plate, but he got a lot of a couple soft hops, right? Well, Rockmore is what he said.
We'll go with Jay Finnegan's pronunciation. Colton Rockmore at the plate for the Eagles.
Now, this is a guy that kept getting the big leads and finally took off to second base. The guy at first, right? Oh, what a good pitch.
Well, the umpire didn't agree.
So if you're joining us late, 1-1 here at the Corral. We're in the top of the third.
Yeah, Eagles have a runner at first base, and yeah, I do remember that. He kind of guessed with.
Yeah, he did.
He guessed earlier and just broke on movement.
Yeah, we talked about how he got the big jump on the pitcher.
Yeah.
You don't see that often with Dr. K on the bump.
Well, sometimes they'll use that slide step, so he doesn't have much of a lead right there. Oh, okay, we got an overthrow here at first base. He's going to get to second at least, maybe go 3. Okay, the Eagles have a runner at third base with nobody out after the overthrow at first base. He didn't have much of a lead there. I know Dason saw him leaning towards second, but he really had a nothing lead.
It's one of those situations you just got to settle down. You just got to chill out and say, okay, it happened.
So we've got the infield all around on the grass. Going to try and cut that run down if the ball's on the ground in the infield. Oh, he's swung at one over his head.
He must have got a little anger, a little, adrenaline.
He let that one go for sure.
Did.
Okay, didn't chase that one, but it was another high fastball.
Yeah, I was having the discussion with some folks when I was watching the previous game tonight, and telling them that, hey, that's the strike zone where he's set up. Now, when he strides, if he lowers his shoulder, strike zone does not get lower. Okay?
Right, yeah, just because you get in a crouch doesn't mean your strike zone.
I mean, his strike zone is where he sets up, not here, but at the time of the pitch, right there. That's his strike zone. So the umpire's going to set right at the top end. And what I'm saying is if the pitch comes and he makes a big stride and ducks under it, if the pitch comes and he makes a big duck under, it's just that. It's a duck under,
So, but what if you start with a very wide stance, which lowers your numbers?
Not a problem. Oh, yeah. Gianni held on to that one, so we got another prescription from the doctor.
Big strikeout right there, yeah, with nobody out.
Your strike zone can change between pitches.
Okay. I've always thought it was. I didn't think just crouching down at the plate would lower your strike zone.
It does.
Okay.
It's where you are.
I just remember Jeff Bagwell, who got really wide.
Oh my gosh, he was. His backside was at the same height to the catcher's waist, right?
Foul ball straight back.
Yeah, he really spread out and got low.
Yeah, I mean, he was probably 6 foot tall, but when he spread out like that, he was probably the equivalent of
2.5.
5 foot tall guy. He looked like who's the Altuve?
Did you play with that guy? Did he go to USA?
No, Bagwell didn't. No, but There we go.
Oh
There's
my
that high
gosh.
strike. Changed speeds right there.
Yeah,
He got
you
way
see
ahead.
the frustration look on the batter after that one. It's like he just took his hand off the bat before the pitch was even caught by the catcher because, in other words, you got me.
Dason had been bringing a heavy dose of fastballs, and he changed speeds effectively right there. There we go. Another high fastball for a strikeout.
Another prescription by the doctor.
The doctor's dialed it up when he needed here, right
Yes,
here. The last
yes.
2 outs by strikeout. Let's see if he can finish this
That's
off.
very frustrating if the Eagles don't score that run because that guy was sitting over there with nobody out.
Didn't get the call there.
The guy was sitting at third with nobody out, right?
Yeah, it's a high percentage scoring opportunity, but it takes contact. Now we got 2 outs right here. Any out will do here. There's a strike.
I still think there's a dark spot over there between center and left where the lights aren't set up right.
Yeah, kind of see what you're talking about.
Oh,
There's
he
a strike.
went. Yeah, wow. The guy's electric sometimes.
Well, you know,
That's why they call him the doctor.
he started to swing there, Trey, and said, I can't hit that pitch, but it didn't matter. It was a strike.
Yeah, right. No, I think he got the check swing. I think he swung. I don't think he checked swing on that
I
one.
thought it was a strike either way.
Either way, yeah, I agree.
High fastball, what does he do? There, he just throws it by
him. Oh, my gosh. The doctor.
So the doctor puts a runner at third on an overthrow at first and says, hey, don't worry, guys. I'm going to take care of this myself. I'm going to strike out the side.
All right, guys. Hey, listen, I'm going to have to play an ad here. If you guys are out there and you want to stream your games, shoot me an email.
Okay, the Mustangs roll back to the top of the lineup right here with Jace Christian. Bottom of the third inning, 1-1 ball game. Good eye right there by Jace.
Still got great fan support. Look over there. Is that the student section standing up the whole time?
I believe it is. So a 2-0 count right here on that high pitch miss right there.
Mustangs are in it, standing up, cheering them on. The dugout. And they got my favorite uniforms on. Isn't that the cream-colored uniforms tonight? Yes, I think it is. I think they are.
Okay, I'm gonna trust your judgment.
I agree. They look white.
They look white to me, but
when you
see it up close.
Yeah.
For the Mustangs, number 18, Jake Christensen.
3-0 count right here on Jace. Okay. Pitcher gets that one in for a strike. Yeah, hopefully we see these crowds for the remainder of the home games, Trey. This is always nice to play in front of a good crowd and have a little extra energy.
Well, we got an answer to a question we put out there a few weeks ago about Uncle Charlie and how that was how curveball became known as Uncle Charlie. I got some feedback from Andy. Thank you out there. And he says, anyway, Baseball Almanac would suggest that Candy Cummins, a pitcher in the late 1800s who was born in Ware, Massachusetts, might have invented the curveball. They also state that the actual name Uncle Charlie refers to a former Harvard president named Charles Eliot. Charles considered the curveball cheating, so perhaps this was the game's way of sticking it to him forever.
Okay.
Not bad.
Learn something every day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate the input there from the Tradio audience.
It's fantastic. Okay, we got a bunt here. 1 ball, no strike. This is a game changer up there, right?
That is Gianni. He had the
Give him
double
some
in the
love here.
first inning that led to the Mustangs' first run.
Squaring around early. I'd love to. Oh, he went back with his bat.
Yeah, they're way in on the third base side. Of course,
Yeah,
the first
I'm
baseman.
going to tell you what, this is the time for that slash, isn't it?
First baseman's already at the bag holding Jace on.
I mean, if you're being told to come in like that at third, after this guy completely ripped one right down the line, I mean, it's like that's a little bit of a risky proposition.
Well,
isn't
maybe
it?
you ask the coach for a mouthpiece or a face
Yeah,
mask.
right,
I mean,
something.
because
look
yeah.
at that. We're getting a pan shot of the
Gianni laced that ball in the first inning down the line.
pan in the crowd there to show you guys that, man, it's great tonight.
He's going. He gets.
Oh, look at that. Get down.
He got him.
Got him. Oh, safe.
Oh, no. Okay. Don't take my word for it. Jay snuck in there under the tag.
That was a good head first slide. The coach from Argyle is coming out. Have a little word.
He may not agree. You know, the pitcher.
It was a good slide.
Yeah, and the pitcher threw that ball to first base high, which meant it took the first baseman a little bit longer to get rid of it.
And he has to step in.
He's got to get an angle to get a throw. So it's not the easiest throw right there. Well, as usual, the umpires stick with their call, but
haven't seen too many of overturned.
We haven't seen any overturn this season. Maybe if they'll come to the Tradio instant replay booth.
Yeah, right. Maybe we'll. I did take a snapshot of that one when we go out. When we go out to the break this time. Oh, great bunt, great bunt, great bunt. It's going to be a base hit.
There we go.
It's going to be a base hit.
First and third, nobody out for the Mustangs. The home crowd loves it.
Wow. How many times have we seen that dude pull that off?
You know, and that bunt was hard, but it was
intentionally, though. I think it was. I think he was trying to get it. Yeah.
Yeah, it was almost like to the shortstop hole.
Yeah, right. All right, we got Armato at first. We got Jace Christian at third, and there is nobody out. Mustangs.
Be interesting to see what we do here. Do we run Aiden? Are we gonna?
Yeah,
okay,
no,
Sammy's gonna square early.
Yeah. No, now listen. I also like this call. I mean, you're the home team, and this is like I've talked to you. Bobby Cox used to do this a lot, but maybe a little bit later in the game. But with runners on first and third, you put a sack bunt down, do a safety squeeze, and get that guy over to second base. You killing 2 birds with 1 stone, maybe.
I'm curious who was the hitter when Bobby Cox did that. Was
It wasn't.
Was it a number 9 hitter?
Yeah, it wasn't Chris
You
Chambliss.
don't typically do that with your 3-hole hitter, but you are a big Bobby Cox fan, so I'm not gonna
Guy's gonna be in the Hall of
second
Fame.
guess him.
Yeah, he's gonna be in the Hall of Fame.
I believe he leads Major League Baseball in career ejections.
Yep.
You got to be around for a long time though to have a record like that. You know, that's longevity.
Well, hey, listen, he coached every one of those 13 straight division pennants. I believe that's the toughest record in baseball to be broken.
That is
or the toughest record in sports. I mean,
it's quite a run.
Yes, the Patriots, they won, what was it, 5 out of 6 or something crazy like that?
It is.
Super Bowls.
Okay.
Look at that base hit.
Oh, okay,
No.
okay. I like.
Okay.
Jace is going to hold at third.
Okay.
That play was actually made easier by holding the runner. If the first baseman is back there, that's a tougher play, and the run scores.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, now here's the advantage for Rhino. They weren't playing up on the last guy, were they? In the middle. They were back for a double play.
I believe so, yeah. So now they're on the grass all around the infield, and that should open some holes up if Ryan hits one hard.
We got to get the comms back to my camera guy so that he can hear what we're talking about, because he's focused on a different view than the one I want to have when we're talking about the infield up.
Okay, they called that high curveball right there.
Yeah, but you know, we just briefly talked about this a few moments ago, that you don't want to hit the pitcher's strike.
Yeah, with
you want to hit your strike when it's a,
in
you
that
need this
count.
chair? You
No,
good?
I'm good. In that count, you don't need to swing at a pitch that you're not on. Okay. Wow, we're going to try and score here on a pass ball, and we're there. 2-1 ball game right here for the Mustangs. Good instincts right there by Jace Christian, a senior at third base. If you wait on the coach to tell you to go, you're not going to get it. But
we're going to get a view here.
Broke on the ball in the dirt and got away just far enough to get him in.
Boom.
So still only 1 out and runner at third base. So great chance for Ryan to drive in another run. Okay, got him on another curveball. It's going to bring Sammy to the plate with 2 outs. And
Where are the runners at third?
yeah, runner at third base, 2 outs. It's a sliver of a moon tonight, Trey. Get out of play.
Okay.
He had a play, but he didn't make it.
But he ran like face first into the fence rail.
Yeah. Shortstop almost made that play.
Well, I don't know if 1 run stands up here tonight. The Mustangs have got to get some insurance here. Sammy needs to.
Yeah, Argyle hits the ball too well to think that
absolutely.
1 run's going to do it. Okay, we got another
Look
pass
at that
ball.
break.
Here we go. Mustangs get another one.
Is that Aiden Armato?
That was Aiden Armato.
Yeah.
So the Mustangs get that 3rd run.
Wow.
Got to keep pace with our hits and runs. 3 hits, 3 runs. You know, that's the danger, Trey. If you're going to try and snap that curveball off, that far down in the strike zone, sometimes you're going to throw a one hopper to the catcher. And with a runner at third, that's a dangerous proposition. But the Mustangs put 2 on the board to take a 3-1 lead, headed to the top of the 4th.
Yep. We'll head to a break here, and we'll check out Jace's steal of second base. All right, back on.
So between innings there, we had some in-game entertainment courtesy of Andy Northup. He had the Mustang home bleachers singing "Take Me Home" by John Denver, and it was
Pretty
quite
well
an effort.
done. Yeah,
we heard it out
look
here
at
in
that.
right field.
I'll tell you what, this particular view, you can really let me advance the innings here. We're in the top of the 4th. This particular view, you can really see where he's painting the outside corner with those pitches. Almost heaven, West Virginia.
Well, Trey, we should have just
We
stayed live
shoulda
and let
ju-
you sing
Yes,
it.
I would have done it. Look, as soon as I started singing that, like 10 people left the broadcast all at once. Bam.
You know, I've had a few friends say, "Can you play your music instead of the YouTube music?" And my understanding is we can't do that. But I think if you start singing, they'll say, "Stick with the YouTube music." Okay. Dason's got a 2-2 count on the hitter right here. Our student section's getting cranked up too. I have a feeling as the game progresses, they may get even louder.
Look
Another
at that,
strikeout
man.
for the doctor.
The doctor, look at that, man. And he just kind of nods his head left and right, like, you know, I know what you need. That's
I've
awesome.
only seen some real emotion from him in the Colleyville game. He got a little animated in the Colleyville game, but yeah, the strikeouts to him are just old hat.
Dude's got game. We gotta tip our hat to him.
There's a strike. Mixed it up there with a breaking pitch for a first pitch strike.
He hurt his foot or something. He went down and grabbed it. Something's not his left foot.
Can't pick up exactly what's being said from the student section, but a few people were laughing at it.
Wow. That was a dynamite pitch on that count.
There it is. You know, he's.
We have got to get the student section to bring those Ks on those little billboard Ks.
Yeah.
And put them up,
Yeah, we do.
I wish somebody would take the lead on that. Maybe the Spirit
Dason's,
Rustlers, maybe Chris Laney and the Spirit Rustlers could do the Ks and mount them on the fence or something.
Not sure what Dason's given this batter a heavy dose of breaking pitches. I believe he's seen 3 so far. And
the first pitch was a fastball, very first pitch. And then
that was a fastball.
Yeah.
The one he looked at, I thought for the first pitch was a breaking pitch, But
and
again,
then he came out with a breaking pitch on the inside that I thought was so close. And then he threw another strike, and then he threw that one. Should be 1-2 right now.
It is 1-2. And that one missed down in the dirt.
Got to respect every single. Excuse me. I guess we're.
I don't know about you, Trey, but these
temperature gradient, but I mean we got to respect. These guys can swing a stick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they've hit a lot of balls hard. They did it Tuesday night. They've already done it tonight. Wow, he had a big cut there. Yeah, they're actually out hitting us tonight, but the game's determined by that run category, not the hit category. So 2-2 count right here. There it is.
Oh, yes.
He got him looking.
Wow. The doctor is coming into form. Is that 2 straight?
That's 2 in this inning. And we know he had 3 strikeouts in the first inning to escape a jam. Gets ahead of this batter.
Well, we've made the comment before. If you're going to get to him, you got to get to him in the early innings.
And
he gets better as they move along, and I guarantee you that was on their scouting report, right? They put the pedal to the metal in the first inning.
They definitely did. They came out swinging the bats, and there it is. The Mustangs definitely were fortunate to escape with only 1 run allowed in that first inning, but he's bared down ever since, and I don't believe they've had a base runner since the first inning. Well, they have, because they've got 4 hits, so they had 3 hits in the first inning. So,
but see, they're not getting the same ROH as the Mustangs. We talk about the Mustangs probably leading the league, and oh yeah, he's out. Boom.
Okay, that's the doctor strikes out the side again.
Doctor, all right. All right, we're going to leave you with some more Mustang memories. All right.
Need some magic here at the Corral. Mustangs down their last strike. And there's a rip. That's a base hit. Goldsberry hit one to left field. He's going to tie this game up. Garrison Goldsberry with the magic at the Corral. This game is tied. Need some magic here at the Corral.
Okay, we've got Keller Schamberger leading off the bottom of the 4th for the Mustangs, and Keller's due to make something happen.
Schamberger. I like to call him the Schamberger. Guys, I think he's got 3 home runs this year, right? 3 bombs. Is it 2 or 3?
Two in district play, unless there was one hit
Yeah,
earlier.
maybe not. But I mean, he's been the guy the Mustangs have counted on in some big situations, right?
He's had several other clutch hits in addition to the home runs. It's a little bit tardy on that pitch.
Yeah, I was going to say that guy's bringing it, the lefty.
He's been deceptive.
I think he's got plenty of velo, doesn't he?
He's got a decent arm for sure.
Yeah, so.
He's also froze us on some curveballs. Okay, that makes the count 2-2 on Keller.
Come on, Schamberger.
Mustangs are sitting on a 2-run lead, but it would be nice to expand that. He battled that one off. A little bit of activity down here in the Eagles bullpen. Another left-hander warming up for him.
Yeah, well, they just have
That's what we saw the other night.
Of lefties. There you go.
He puts that one in play. Third baseman made a nice play on the run there to get Keller.
Yeah, I was going to snap that as a replay, but he did the same thing on Tuesday night. We had it in our pregame. Although that may be is that the same third baseman?
I'm not sure, but
I'm not sure either. But I'll tell you, they all are impressive on how they field it and consistently throw off that the correct foot. You know.
Yeah, it's no surprise they have the record they do. They're a solid team. They've shown it at the plate. They've shown it at the field. In the field, they've pitched well. Oh wow!
Wow, that was a pretty good pitch.
I guess he
called. I guess the one thing that everybody it's tough to realize sometimes is the plate is what 18 inches in depth, so something like that. I don't know. You measure it; it's close, and it's got a weird shape, right? And if the ball, the strike zone is a 3-dimensional space. It's your top, your knees, and the plate. The ball only has to touch it, and it's a strike. So on that first pitch, it looked like it caught maybe the front of the plate, the front knee, and then it dropped right out of the zone.
Well, that's a good point. It's not where the catcher catches the ball; it's where it crosses the
plate.
There's the base hit.
Yes, sir.
Good job by Sammy. 2-strike hitting right there.
No, that was Northup.
My bad, Michael Northup.
Yeah.
Got my lefties mixed up.
Yeah, let's go ahead and look at that one again. Boom! He just went down and got it. The shortstop.
My apologies there, Michael. That was a really nice job of 2-strike hitting.
Yeah.
Well, we know what Keaton did his last time up.
There's a dent in that left field wall with his name on it, right?
There is.
And go ahead and get our scoreboard.
That was a seed.
Yeah, that's the hardest hit ball we've seen in weeks. Back. Okay.
Yeah, that
more
ball.
Speed. The Mustangs bring. Northup's got some good wheels.
He does. We saw that Tuesday night on some of the defensive plays he made.
Oh, did we ever? I mean, that sliding catch over on the.
He's going.
First pitch. That was a hit and run.
Yeah. Okay, he's going to get him.
Yeah. A situation like that, ball beats you too far. Doesn't matter if you get around it. You're out, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. You can't get to the bag. I think that pitch was just a little too far out for Keaton to get the bat on it.
No, it's one thing to have a banger and say he got in by the tag. When I'm saying when the ball's waiting on you like that, they're not really going to look at how you slide or where you go. That's going to get a car. No.
Wow, it fell in the only spot
it always
could.
amazes to me. It amazes me how it dodges everything out here.
So Keaton's in an 0-2 hole right here. That ball is popped up.
It's got weird spin on it. It's gonna be a tough play. Great job by that catcher. Did you
That
see
was
him?
a great
Yeah,
play. That's
absolutely.
a tough play to make with that
It's
catcher's mitt.
fantastic.
So the Mustangs go down scoreless in the bottom of the fourth. It's still 3-1 headed to the top of the fifth.
All right, we're gonna leave you with one more Mustang memory for the books.
Go ball! Darn it.
They're recognizing Megan Klein for the Facebook page and social media efforts she does for the Mustangs. And she does get some great pictures on that Facebook page, Trey. She even got a picture of us a game or two ago.
Yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. Megan has kept up the website and the social media, so it's no small effort to handle those channels of communication and marketing for the Mustangs brand of baseball.
And Dayson gets ahead right there. And, you know, it seems like these days it's all about social media. That's where people follow you, and that's how they that's how most people get their news these days.
You know, I hate to admit that, but I know somebody that actually has made the comment before. Well, where'd you find that? I saw it on Facebook, and like that's a bona fide news source.
Well, I've quoted videos that I've seen on there, and yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not going to say anything else. We live in a different environment.
Oh, we didn't get the call there on an 0-2 pitch.
Well, see, that should have been a strike. I saw it on Snapchat. No, I mean, you know.
Yeah, you won't ever hear me say I saw that on Snapchat. I promise you that, Trey.
I got you.
You know, that ball, Gianni kind of jumped out for it, sit back and maybe, not sure what we're going to talk about here.
No. I don't know.
Did he think it hit him, maybe? They think it.
No, they're thinking it's 4 balls.
I don't.
But
well,
you know what wins is the home book.
I'm fairly certain there's 2 strikes on the hitter. I'm guessing they're questioning whether that was a hit by pitch. That's the only thing I can figure.
I think you're right, Jeff, because I saw the umpire say, you know.
Maybe we'll get video of it on Facebook tomorrow.
We do have the clip. That's fantastic. Well, tomorrow the Mustangs will be taking on Eaton here.
There he is. There's
Look
a
at that.
high
The
strike
doctor
for the.
wrote another prescription. They're taking on Eaton here And that's the Chris Gavora Memorial game.
Oh,
So it used to be a tournament, but they've reduced it, I guess, to a game. But Chris was number 17, I believe, and tragic incident where he was in the batting cages. That's out of the park.
Well hit. Sammy's
No,
on it.
I guess I'm wrong. Wow.
He did hit it well, but that ball just didn't.
That would have been out of their park.
Probably.
I mean, I think that's out of their park for sure. Plus, the air's kind of heavy tonight. But going back to the story, Gavora, the baseball went off a bat and went through the back edge, a hole in the net on one cage, through a hole in the net on the other cage, and hit him. I think this is the way the story goes, in the back of the head. So from the bat to the back of his head, it had to go through 2 holes to make it. And I think he was. I don't think he was hitting in that cage. I think he was
throwing batting practice.
Yeah.
But again, that's why you want to have a batting helmet on in the cage, whether you're hitting or pitching, because that kind of stuff can happen. And it was a freak injury, but a baseball that hits you in the head is always a dangerous thing. But Mustangs have 2 quick outs here in the top of the 5th.
Jace didn't field it, so it must not have been fair.
Right, that's what we learned on Tuesday night.
If the ball's between the lines down there. Yeah, so I guess the moral of the story, the key piece of information has come out to the ballpark. I believe the game starts at noon tomorrow here at the Corral, and there'll be a lot of
I believe there's a scholarship awarded every year in Chris Gavora's name.
There is. I don't know if they do that at the banquet or they do it tomorrow. I just don't know.
So Dayson's way ahead right here, 0-2 count. That may fall for a hit.
Hit.
No.
Oh, look at.
Keaton.
I got a guy. His name is Keaton Schweska. All right, we're going to roll to some YouTube music and commercials. Okay, you're up.
Okay, we got Brent leading off for the Mustangs here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Still sitting on a 3-1 lead. Brent's going to try a bunt that he missed right there. You know, Trey, on that last out that the Mustangs got in the field, the hitter for the Eagles just kind of shook his head and said, "What do we got to do to get a ball to fall?"
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit different than the first inning. In the first inning, they barreled up quite a few.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
but
mean,
that ball
triple,
wasn't
that well, and then the second or third inning, well, no, the first guy up got a double off the wall.
Double off the wall. Do you see how wide Brent is at the plate? And back to what we were talking about earlier, So are you saying he's lowering his strike zone by starting there?
Yes.
Okay.
That's his strike zone.
Okay.
He's established his strike zone
Okay.
at this point. That's going to dodge a car again. Unbelievable. Back in the chemistry lab. People have taken a big risk parking here tonight, but I guess parking
There was nowhere
was
else
a
to park.
premium. Yeah. Place is jam-packed. Argyle brought a huge fan base down here for the game. And I don't know if Argyle has a bunch of students here or just fans, but it seemed like they had a pretty significant amount of people on their side. And then, man, the Mustang student section has been awesome all night.
They have, and it's standing room only on that side. You notice there's a lot of the crowd
Shoulder
is
to shoulder.
standing up. Chairs along the back wall.
Yeah, I like this about Brent. This is a QAB, man. This is the quality of bat. He's seeing some pitches, making the pitcher come to him.
Yeah, I believe this will be the 7th pitch of the at bat. Another foul
That's
ball.
going to come at us if it bounces. Okay.
So the Eagles have stuck with their starting pitcher here into the 5th inning. They did have some action down here in the bullpen, but that's settled down right now. Let's see. That's going to be a tough play. Shortstop makes a nice play.
And they are smooth on the infield.
He
This
did.
team's good.
Came in and attacked that ball and played it like you should and made it look routine, but it was not a routine play.
You know, if the Mustangs hold on to this, I hope we don't see another headline about Mustangs backed into a victory at their home. You know,
Okay.
apparently we escaped from Argyle with a win on Tuesday, according to that.
We may see a pitching change here. Not sure why you'd bring.
Well, they're going to the top. And,
no, they are going to make a pitching change. So the lefty
they're
we
gonna bring
saw
another
warming up,
left-hander in.
the lefty we saw warming up in the bullpen is going to come in.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to do a commercial break here for Tradio. We'll be right back with you.
Okay, we've got Alex D'Angelo now on the mound for the Eagles, and the Mustangs have rolled over to the top of their lineup again with Jace Christian. Jace has a base on balls and scored one of the runs for the Mustangs tonight on a pass ball. Ball's in the air and
Yeah,
looks like
it's
it's going to be played
playable.
by the right fielder.
Yeah, he's got it.
So 2 outs now for the Eagles, and that's going to bring Gianni Corral to the plate.
Game changer. He's been in the middle of all the big plays tonight, right? I think he got on base.
Yeah, Gianni has got a bunt for a base hit and a double. He's 2 for 2.
And the guy that's run for him has scored twice.
Correct. It's a productive night for your number 2 hitter.
Not too bad. The guy's in 9th grade. Right? Not too bad.
Stellar.
I guess he got him with a little off speed there, didn't
He swung through whatever it was.
he? Yeah. A tough pitcher to hit. Yep.
Okay, he sits down the Mustang, so we're going to.
Yeah, you know, he's got a different release point than the other guy. It's a little bit lower than his shoulder. And he does some like squirrely stuff with his shoulders when he strides. So he'd be my kryptonite if I was batting. All right, we're going to put it back to some YouTube info. Boom.
Had a nice shot of the Mustangs home crowd there doing the YMCA between innings. Props again to Andy Northup with the in-game entertainment. Doing a great job of keeping that crowd engaged tonight.
We still have pretty good number of. Sorry, the temperature change, all the water, something must be in the air. Not agreeing with me too well, but we still have a good number of folks. There's a hard hit ball to the second baseman.
Brent got it. It's gonna be a tough play. Yeah.
You know.
Nice stop by Brent, but
he's
he had
always
no play.
playing hard, but that he wasn't going to get that guy. We give him wire. I'm going to get the wireless mic out here next week, so at the end of the game, you can get an interview with Coach Webster.
Okay.
When we play.
Is that going to be the Tuesday night game? Do you know?
Whatever the home game is, I don't
Okay.
know which
I haven't
one
looked.
it is.
Well, that's hard hit too.
Yeah.
So the Eagles have something going here in the
Yep.
top of the 6th inning. First two hitters are on base with solid base hits. Actually, this is number 2, Alex D'Angelo.
Yep, he changed it. When we go to Richland next week, Jeff will be in the, usually we do it from the first base line. Kind of like where we are right now.
Okay.
Get in there, get in there, get in there. Oh.
Good try right there by Gianni. So, yeah, they are down 2 runs and trying to advance the runners here. That makes sense. If you can move those runners to second and third with 1 out, you set up the tying runs in scoring position.
My guess is that play's still going to be on. So corners are up for the Mustangs. Expecting a bunt. Of course, Jace is holding, right? We're going to have to look at that one on film tomorrow, that particular move.
Okay. He is bunting.
Didn't get the call on that, huh? 1 ball, 1 strike? No, I think he did not get the call. I thought he offered at it, actually.
Got some activity over there in the Mustangs bullpen. I think Dason's up to 86 pitches, so this very well could be his last inning. Look, he was swinging right there. He's gone at him with some breaking pitches that have missed, I guess, outside. There's a bunt. That's a hard bunt. Okay, we got the runner at second. Oh,
tell you what.
Wow.
Did he call him safe or out?
He called him safe. I think he said Keaton jumped for the ball.
Let's see what we got here.
Maybe get a replay on that.
Not a good replay. Let me go back into it and see if I can. I don't know if we should be looking at a replay on that one, but because
okay, for now the Eagles have the bases loaded with nobody out unless they change the call, which is probably not going to happen right here. So,
nah, he can't go and ask. Did you see him on the bag or something? I don't know. That's a tough one. I didn't get a good view of it from here. It looked like he got him, but I can't see if he was on the bag already. You know what I mean? Well, I don't think they're bunting here though. So Mustangs in a little bit of a quagmire.
Yeah, we've got the playing in on the corners, back in the middle, trying to get 2 up the middle. I think right now we're just taking out anywhere we can get it.
Wow. Yeah, actually, I better add another runner here. Boom.
Spark Prater at the plate for the Eagles, and
this count right here bothers me. 1 ball, no strikes.
He may be the hitter that drove one deep to center earlier. Remember that ball that I think you thought it was going to get out of here?
Yeah,
but,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure this is the same hitter.
Yeah, we said at their place it probably would have been.
I agree. Another great time for a strikeout. We'll see if the doctor can dial one up. It's like the Joker's getting warmed up pretty urgently right now.
Yep. Now look at that lead at first base. This is what I'm saying, man. Look at that lead. He's not, the ball comes up, he's not ready. You know what I mean? He'd be toast, wouldn't he?
Okay. Hitters
You can't see it.
stepping
We got a
out
different
and
view tonight.
changing things
Normally
up.
we have that view where we can get the first base runner in with the same, with the same angle. I guess we're a little bit more towards center field tonight. Boy, that's a
Wowie.
great pitch.
It was a good
The
pitch,
guy
but
was
he
on
had a
time,
good cut.
wasn't he? Yeah,
It
right.
was a good swing.
He wasn't fooled too much, was he? Looked like he kept his hand, like he was looking at that pitch.
I'd like to see it down a little bit. This may be the hitter that he threw that nasty ball in the corner at the knees. I'd like to see that ball in the same spot because he had a really good cut on that one up around his belt.
Yeah, he's trying to take the inside corner away from Dason.
Yeah, he's crowding it pretty good, huh? It's like Gianni's sliding out a bit, so we'll see.
Oh, oof.
He did slide out. It was just a little bit up.
Well, I got to tell you, I think the batter's looking for that off-speed curveball right here. I would throw him a hard slider on his hands.
Let's see
But
what
my
happens
camera guy
here.
heard me, so he backed out the frame.
There we go.
Look at that strikeout we
Threw that
needed.
fastball by him.
Wow.
He's shown the ability to get the strikeout tonight when he's needed it. Let's hope that continues.
We can count 7 strikeouts without even looking at a scorebook.
2 innings, he struck out the side. So this is the
Now,
catcher.
I'm going to tell you, I would not be surprised if their coach puts a play on here.
Yeah. Oh, wow. I don't think the hitter liked that call. That was definitely a high strike.
I thought he ducked under it a little bit, really, but
He may have. He may have.
anyway, we'll take the call, right?
So 1 out for the Mustangs. Bases still jammed up with Eagles. 3-1 ball game. Good block right there by Gianni.
Mustangs have 2 world-class catchers, world-class high school catchers.
Yeah, one
On
was
the
playing
roster.
left field.
And
done a really good job out in left field.
Yep.
Let's see what he dials up right here. He's bunting. There.
In the air, Gianni.
There we
Yes.
go. 2 outs. Okay.
Yes.
He thought about trying to double up the guy at third base, but I like holding on to it right there. Let's just go after the hitter.
Well, so what we talked about was right. They were trying to run a play.
Yeah.
And,
Good call. He tried
to
to bunt.
Yep. And tried to bunt. Now, this is another one of those left-handed terrors. He's really good set of lefty hitters for Argyle. Oh my gosh. The doctor has got the medicine.
He froze him right there.
He froze him.
I love our crowd making the call, too. We're not even waiting on the umpire's call. They're making the strike call. Okay.
You know, what they don't realize is when they do that, that just amps him up, You call timeout just to mess with him.
Yeah.
It has the reverse.
They're trying to
effect.
break his rhythm. He likes to work quick, and they have stepped out on him a couple times. Oh, another nice block by Gianni. That's 2 right here in this inning that have saved a run.
Gianni Versace. Gianni Corral.
You know, that name's too clean for a guy that's getting dirty blocking balls back there.
Yeah, right. Let's just call him Game Changer. Because tonight he has been.
Yeah,
right?
he has had a great game so far. Okay, it's going to make the count 2-1, I believe, if the scoreboard's right.
Yeah, that's what I have as well, Jeff. my mental scorebook. And the bases are full of Eagles. We do have the graphic working, the diamond graphic for the runners is working tonight. So you can see that there's an Eagle at every base. We're in the top of the 6th.
There's a
another strike. Wow. And the doctor is working it on the mound.
Here we go, Trey. Deuces wild again.
Yep.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2-run lead for the Mustangs.
And look who's on first base, the same as the other day, number 2.
Yeah.
Same time. He was
Well,
on their first
crowds
base.
are on their feet.
He got him. Ooh.
Oh, wow. I think that bleacher would have exploded if he rung him up right there.
Yeah.
That was some preservation by the umpire.
You know,
so
you throw that curveball right here, Jeff, and he's going to break in half.
Yeah.
I don't know. He'll probably bow up.
Probably go after him with a fastball. There he goes.
Got him.
The doctor escapes another big inning. Gets a warm welcome from his fellow teammates. I think that might be the end of his night, but he had another dominant performance,
awesome,
if that's
man.
it.
That's awesome. All right. We're going to roll to some music from YouTube.
Okay, we got Sebi Aguirre leading off the bottom of the 6th inning for the Mustangs, still sitting on a 3-1 lead.
Or Steve, as some places call it. One of the seniors. He's actually a 3-year starter. That's going to be down. That's going to be a tough play.
It is going to be
Second
a tough play.
baseman's tracking it, though. Nice play. The Argyle second baseman made a heck of a play on that one.
Yeah, I believe Sebi's going to be playing baseball next season at a junior college in Kansas. I believe I saw that. That brings Ryan Williams to the plate with 1 out. Like Ryan's timing's been a little bit off tonight. He's got a heavy dose of curveballs, it seems. There's a fastball.
That's one up the middle.
There
That's
we go.
Base hit. Yes, sir.
So Ryan's going to try and get something going here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
Got another junior coming up right now, Sammy Kelly.
Sammy was swinging at the first pitch, fouled that one back.
Yeah.
Interesting to see if we let
If he
Ryan
runs,
run here.
yeah. He's probably going to keep him there. You've made this point several times, and I think it's really valid that by keeping the runner there, you open up the alley for the left-handed hitter.
If you have a guy, that likes to pull the ball, and Sammy has shown the ability to pull the ball, it does give you a bigger hole to shoot at.
I guess, too, though.
He's
Yep,
going.
there he goes.
Well, no, he faked us both out. He broke.
Yeah, and it ended up affecting the pitch, I think. Those guys are playing close to second base, those middle infielders. So I don't think there's going to be any delayed steals.
And actually, if that second baseman's going to shade up the middle like that, that even opens up that hole even more.
Yes, right.
So
it's what he's doing, right? He's
they're playing to get two in the middle. So you've got a first baseman hugging the line over here, and then you've got a second baseman shading towards second. So it really opens up a big hole there.
And their depth in the outfield is almost exactly what the Mustangs were playing. If you look where their center fielder is, it looks like he's about the same place where Sammy's been playing.
Well, I don't remember if it was Sammy, but earlier when there was nobody on base, that second baseman was playing in the grass. So he's not only towards second, he's playing a good.
No, who was that? That was a left-hander that he was doing that on. That was
Michael Northup, maybe.
Yeah, Northup.
But he's playing a good.
Yep.
Couple steps in on the dirt, so that also cuts down his range.
So Ryan Williams is at first base for the Mustangs.
Oh, wow. That was, I guess, outside, but that like a tough pitch to take.
That's one of those where Sammy turned and looked at the umpire.
Nobody really seemed to question it, so I'm guessing it was outside. Ryan's got a little bigger lead. Well, he's not going anywhere. Good eye right here by Sammy to work that count back to a full count.
This might be a good count to go on.
Yeah, I like running here.
Yep.
Make sure he goes to the plate.
Yeah, don't get picked.
He's not going. That's a hit. It's a hit.
It's going to be in the gap.
He's going to stop at second, I believe.
Nope.
No, he's going. Okay.
Yep. No, that was well done.
I wasn't sure they'd try and get him to third base there, but love to have him there with only one out. So great job, Coach, waving him over and Ryan getting there.
I'm late on the trigger for these replays.
So the Mustangs have two in scoring position right here with one out. We've got Keller coming to the plate.
Keller's a dangerous guy in this situation too,
He's due for another big hit.
Trying to get to 100 viewers. Late innings for the Mustangs. Trying to complete the sweep of Argyle, the fourth-ranked team in the state. That poll comes out once a week.
Okay.
So it's not something that would have changed after a victory or the poll that I reference.
Somebody heard you, Trey.
Yeah, right. That's a whip from 89 to 99. Yeah, perfect.
Okay. Our student section doesn't like all the
fourth-ranked team in the state on the poll that I look at. They do that. They produce that poll on like Sunday and they publish it on Monday morning. And Grapevine was 12th. And we talked early in the broadcast about some reporter saying Grapevine escaped with a victory on Tuesday night.
That's what the headline said.
Well, I got feedback that that was used as kind of bulletin board fodder, motivation. It was brought up by the coaches at practice. Look at Sammy. He said, "Who you gonna throw it to?"
Exactly. Yeah.
Go ahead. You can do that all you want. He said, "Who you gonna throw it to?" He raised his hands up. That was kind of funny.
Well, Trey, there was more ammo in that article in the body of it when the writer said the top team in the region, Argyle. I'm still struggling with that.
Yeah.
When Grapevine has the better record and beat them.
Yeah. No,
I'm struggling with that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a high
He
strike.
must not have meant district. I mean, listen.
Said top team in the region is what it said.
I've got, like Region 1?
It said region, yeah.
Okay. Well,
let's go, Keller.
Maybe some Grapevine
take a sack fly here.
Paid him to do that article. Get a little motivation because it provided a charge at practice the other day, I heard.
We'll take a sack fly here, right here.
No, I'm way behind on the shoot. My graphics are way off. Here we go. Mustangs have 2 runners on, folks. They have runners on second and third.
We've got a lot of delays going here, and now we're going to get a visit from the coach.
Yep. Those runs are huge. I mean,
it is a big spot.
It's a big difference. A 4-run lead from a 2-run lead. I guess that's Captain Obvious, but I mean, a 4-run lead requires you to load the bases and somebody hit one out of the park to lose the lead. A 2-run lead is 2 guys getting on and somebody hits a double, you know?
Well, we've seen earlier this season how quick a 4-run lead can get dicey. We had a 4-run lead, and they put up 3 and had the go-ahead run at the plate.
That was a Denton Ryan.
So, it'd be nice to put another run or 2 on the board.
Okay, this is Keller, right? Okay. 0-1's a count.
With 1 out, anything to the outfield. The outfield's playing deep, so anything to the outfield should score that run from third. Again, we're going to throw to a phantom second baseman.
I know what he's doing now. I kind of figured it out.
What is it?
They're trying to figure out if they got a play on, if they're running a squeeze or something.
Oh.
Maybe they can get an early break from third base or
see.
any of the bases.
Hoping they'll square around.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a pitch Keller wanted. I bet he wants a redo on that one.
Okay, Keller's in an 0-2 hole right here. He's had some big 2-strike hits, so we'll see if he can pull one out of his hat right here. There it is. That's going to score 2 runs.
The Schambergler. The Schambergler. Yes. The Schambergler delivers. Unbelievable.
Another big 2-strike hit for the Schambergler. There's that 4-run lead you talked about, Trey.
You got it, man.
Just got to get him in an 0-2 count. That's not the first 0-2 count. He's had a big 2-out hit, or actually 1-out hit, but an RBI hit.
So the DH is gone now, I think. That means they're going to bring JoJo in. That just answered your question, okay?
He's coming in.
Yeah.
But I love the emotion as Keller went back to the dugout and
high
fives and
he was pumped.
Hopping.
What a deal. What
a senior night.
Man.
Talk about memories, lifetime memories being made tonight.
Absolutely. And here's another guy. Aiden's courtesy runner for Game Changer. He's already scored 2 runs tonight, stole a base.
That's right.
Stole third now.
That's right.
He's out there as a pinch runner. And
got Michael Northup at the plate here. Michael had a single in his last at bat.
Wow.
So we've evened up in hits now, Trey.
Absolutely. This is awesome. I can't. The Schambergler delivers a 2-run.
Single.
0-2 count.
0-2 count, yeah.
They're going to go back and look at the film and say, dude, you caught a little too much plate with an 0-2 pitch. It's almost like he was expecting off speed. His swing was perfect for that pitch.
Yeah, he stayed back and I knew
nice
right off the
smooth, yeah.
Right off the bat it was a hit.
Aiden's a threat to run at first base.
Well, the pitcher's having trouble finding the strike zone right here. He's
he got a little rattled, didn't he? Seems like
3 straight balls. There it is, 4 straight.
Wow.
Trey, I was down at College Station, and whenever the pitcher walks someone on 4 balls, at that point they start saying ball 5. If they throw another ball, it's ball 6.
Oh, wow.
They continue until they throw a strike. It's
relentless, huh?
Yeah. So the Mustangs got runners at first and second, still only one out, looking for more.
Wow. Tell you what, the folks that are still in the stands are really jamming it.
Oh, actually, the student section has picked it up. They're yelling ball 6. This would be the 6th straight ball. So maybe they're listening to the broadcast, Trey.
Yes, good job, student section.
Here you go, ball 7. Ball 7.
Ball 7. How can you throw a strike with that coming at you?
Got Keaton at the plate, and
yeah.
We'll see if he's swinging. There's a strike.
Okay, got one. Well, I mean, I don't want to celebrate that the guy's struggling, okay?
No, but
I'm
I
celebrating
enjoy
that the Mustangs are
I'm enjoying
doing
the
great.
student section really getting into the ball game because it's a good night, senior night. Okay, that's a foul ball.
Looked like they were on the move on 2-1.
It did look that way.
Kind of like that. Coach Webster still being aggressive here. Let's get some more runs.
Keaton already has a double off the wall tonight.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. He needs to go sign his name to that dent on senior night, 2023.
That is maybe 2. Let's see.
No, I don't know. They got him.
So the Mustangs pick up 2 more runs, open up a 5-1 lead, headed to the top of the 7th. I believe we're going to see the Joker coming in from the bullpen.
Yep, and we'll play Mustang Memory. We'll go back and we'll play this one more time. Well, there's a shot to center field. It's going to be down for a hit. The Mustangs will score 2 runs here. Pierce with a big-time hit to center field to drive in the first 2 runs for the Mustangs. Here's the 1-ball pitch. There's a shot to center field. It's going to be down for a hit. The Mustangs will score 2 runs here. Pierce with a big-time hit to center field to drive in the first 2 runs for the Mustangs. Here's the 1-ball pitch.
Okay, we've got the Joker in looking to close out another district victory. Mustangs have put him on a 4-run lead.
So the Joker comes to the hill for the Mustangs. And this is the right spot. This is where JoJo thrives.
He's been in this spot all year in these district games.
So everybody's looks like Sammy's shaded a little bit on the left field side of second base. Michael's not overplaying anything. There's a ball by Jace.
A tough play, a foul ball.
They called it foul, yeah.
Yeah, Michael actually seems to be shading the line.
You think so?
Well, he's not that far from it.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Sevy's hugging the line too.
Yeah.
Got a 2-1 count right here on the hitter. That one's going to miss up, so that's going to make it 3-1.
Looks like Dalton's over there throwing in the pen as a ready 5 backup.
Yeah.
Is that Dalton?
That may be Luke.
No, that's Luke. Sorry, you're right.
I hate to mention that this early, but yeah, you always got an insurance plan.
Listen, he's thrown 3 balls to the first batter, so coach is just being prudent, right? That's all. Doesn't mean he's coming in.
Right. That should be an out.
That should be an out. Of course, that's in a tough spot.
Looks like Brent Lee's underneath it. There we go. Brent gets that first out.
How about it? Nice job, Brent.
You know, and whether he bring them in or not, these pitchers aren't throwing in the game. So if nothing else, you get them some bullpen work
that's right.
and keep their arms strong.
That's right. Folks, make sure you share the link here so we can get a few more people on these last 2 outs and see the Mustangs, ranked 12th in this week's poll, sweep the 4th-ranked Argyle Eagles. If the Mustangs hold on here, they will be 12-0 for the first time since 2017 in the district.
Okay, JoJo's falling behind this hitter also. Let's see if he can.
In 2017, they actually played Colorado Heritage in the last district series, and they split with Heritage, and Heritage was undefeated as well. So 2 teams from GCISD were undefeated that year.
Wow.
And they split, and then they had to play a seeding game. Rather than doing a coin toss, coaches agreed to a seeding game on Saturday morning. And it was an amazing thing. Connor Newman hit a home run the very first at bat in the seeding game. Then Bobby Witt Jr. comes in and cranks one to tie the game 2 or 3 innings later. Boone Montgomery hit one to center field to put the Mustangs up a run on a sac fly to center, but in the top of the 6th.
There's a strike.
It was the top of the 6th or bottom of the 6th, I can't remember. 6th inning, though. Big play Johnny Hearn, the catcher, comes in and takes a pitch and drives it down the right field line there at Panther Field for a 2-run homer to put the game out of reach and basically to send the Mustangs. There's a strikeout for the Joker.
That's 2 outs.
To send the Mustangs to the playoffs as the #1 seed.
Wow.
And then, of course, they kept that momentum. They had 3 pitchers on that team. Like this group, they have the first pitcher, game 1 pitcher was usually Connor Newman. Game 2 was a guy named Max Geller, I think. And then whenever they had a game 3 or tight situation, Boone Montgomery, who ended up playing at UT Arlington, was the guy that they brought in. Boone was a 2-sport guy, played basketball and baseball.
So the Eagles are down their last out right here. They're in a 4-run hole.
Nice little stroll down memory lane for the Mustangs. Okay.
And Trey, there's probably some players on that team or parents from that team that remember it well. But that is quite the recollection there.
My guess is there's definitely people out here that are listening to the game tonight that actually were part of that in some way, shape, or form, you know?
And JoJo's dug a hole with every hitter and managed to come back and get him. We'll see if he can do it again here. He's in a 3-0 count.
What was truly amazing is Alex Scherf was the pitcher that Panthers had That
Okay, that's going to be a base on balls.
the Joker.
Yeah, I
walked.
remember Alex Scherf. He
He
was
was
a
a
fairly
game
high
one
draft
guy.
pick.
He was a game one guy, and he was drafted by the Red Sox. I think he's still in the minor leagues in AAA, but he actually beat the Mustangs in that week in the second game. Connor Newman won the first game.
That should end the ball game here if we can get a. Looks like Jace has got a beat on it. There we go. The Mustangs.
Grapevine has swept Argyle, right?
We're
Look at
having a water celebration over here on the third base line.
Well, Jeff, the Mustangs escaped the Corral with a victory over the Argyle Eagles.
Trey, that
Escaped
game was
the Corral.
closer than the final score.
Oh, I agree with you 100%. I mean, if Argyle's going to go back and look at it and say, how did we leave these many guys on base?
They loaded the bases twice with less than 2 outs and only got 1 run.
And they had a runner at third with nobody out, and were unable to bring him across.
Dason really did a great job bearing down when they had runners in scoring position and got strikeout after strikeout to get out of those tough jams that he had put himself into.
Yep, and so the background music is "We Are the Champions" being played by the announcers here. We're gonna have to. It's gonna pick it up on our mic. Well, Jeff, the Mustangs are 12-0. They're number one. They've locked up the number 1 seed, and there's going to be a long playoff season ahead, hopefully.
Definitely, and yeah, we talked about that. If they win tonight, they've locked up that 1 seed. I still would love to see us go undefeated. So, love to see us pick 2 more wins up in the district next week.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, this is a great team to watch. It's an exciting team to watch. It's always a different name that's doing the job. Tonight, Gianni Corral was one of those pivotal guys.
Gianni had a huge game, but again,
absolutely.
some seniors stepped up. Keller had that big hit to put us on a 4-run lead. The several seniors had hits. Keaton hit a ball off the wall in left field. Michael Northup had a hit. Just a great memory for the seniors to go out on senior night, beating a team as strong as Argyle and locking up that first seed in the district.
You're right. Well, folks, we enjoyed bringing it to you. For my broadcast partner, Jeff Knipper, this is Trey Bell, and we'll catch you next time. Once again, the Mustangs, 12-0 in District 7A, and are headed to the playoffs as the number 1 seed. We'll see you next time.